Now, I've reported, of course, that Starmer has phoned Trump for the first time in 8 days. 8 days. But now Downing Street is insisting everything is perfectly normal. Starmer says that discussions with the United States are happening at all levels, all of the time, every single day. But if that's the case, it's curious that the Prime Minister has not spoken to the President for over a week. It's all to do with that not Winston Churchill thing. But basically, Starmer has been trying to defend his insistence on not having Americans take off from bases. He said decisions about what's in Britain's best interests are made by the British Prime Minister using British values and British principles, which of course is exactly what a Prime Minister has to say in a situation like this. But of course, Starmer hasn't got any British principles. British principles are you go to war with your enemy. You go to war with your allies when your allies go to war. That's British principles, not Starmer. Starmer hates Britain. You know, it's a bit late for him to start talking about British principles. But of course, that narrative, that whole narrative anyway, is starting to look very thin. We were told at the beginning of Starmer's reign of error that he was the Trump whisperer. Yeah, not so much now, though, is it? But because the reality is that the United States makes all the decisions, particularly when it comes to military action in the Middle East, and Britain decides how closely it wants to align itself afterwards. But we shouldn't. We should just go straight in. We're allies, and that's what we do. We are supposed to be there for them, so that when we're in trouble, they are there for us. That's how it works. So when a Prime Minister repeatedly insists that Britain is making its own decisions, like he is, it kind of puts a kibosh on that alignment, doesn't it? On that ally thing. The question, I think, is one of balance of power. Starmer doesn't like the fact that America's got it and he hasn't. And so he's going, oh, it's my ball, I'm taking it home. That's basically what he's doing. The truth is, I think, that inside the head of Starmer is a view of the world that's not in alignment with reality. He thinks he's something he isn't. He thinks he's powerful and he isn't. He thinks he's listened to and he isn't. He thinks people respect him and they don't. Starmer thinks he's quietly shaping events in Washington in ways that are subtle, but he's not. And so the old Trump whisperer sitting there now, having to phone him and go, we're terribly, terribly sorry, but we make the decisions now. No, you don't. You never have. And you never will. You don't make decisions. You had to hand this off to Mandelson, you dick. But there we go. He's trying to defend the indefensible. And it won't wash, will it? Let me know what you think. Thanks a lot. Bye.